Before we get started, a big thank you to all of my supporters over on Patreon and on Twitch, with the Patreon people coming up on screen now. A big thank you to my legendary supporters, Mike, Kira, and Obi-Wan Kanzi. Thank you guys. I really very much appreciate it. If you would like to help support me and the channel, then you can head over to twitch.tv/mandatoryquest and drop a sub over there. Or you can go over to patreon.com/mandatoryquest and become a Patreon member for some early access to some videos and some behind the scenes stuff. Okay, so today though, in Frosthaven, we are doing Elemental Cores. So this is a scenario that is part of our retirement. So it's a mission we've got to do for our retirement. For Pyro, I believe. Yeah, it's Pyros. So first things first, we need to do a winter road event on our way to the scenario. 41. I'm close to retiring Pyro. Not particularly close. I'm just trying to get it so that I'm able to sync up my retirements, or try and do them, you know, fairly close to each other. Right. 41.
Balancing on a single rubber wheel, a small metal box with a wobbly head rolls to block your path. It shouts in a full-throated metallic voice.
You are being jumped. We will retain your valuables.
Out steps a bipedal metal monstrosity. It towers over you. Its neck terminates in a long barrel, as though someone strapped artillery to a giant metal sculpture in the place where its head should be. It aims the head cannon directly at you. A blue light flickers inside, and you can feel waves of heat play across your body as it powers up.
Snickles and Stump have places to be. Your living or your life.
Option A. Try to reason with them. Option B. If it's a fight they want.
Okay, poll is up. Which option are we going to go for? Option A, try to reason with them. Or option B, if it's a fight they want. I mean, we do have the hive. I don't know if that gives us any kind of friendship points with the robots. A fight they shall have. I don't know about that. I mean, you see, he's got a head cannon. It's got a head cannon. Feels like that won't go well for us. It probably won't go well for us. Oh God, you did go for it. B. All right. B it is. If it's a fight they want.
Tough guys, huh?
Stump's head glows with a blue light.
You think you're tougher than us?
While Snickles isn't much of a threat, Stump more than makes up for it in the ensuing fight. By the time it's over, the impromptu battlefield is singed with blasts of blue light. Smoke permeates the air after a particularly large bolt, and a pair of machines take the opportunity to slip away in the chaos. At least you got a few good hits in.
Alright, gain 3 experience each. All characters start the next scenario with wound. Could have been better, could have been worse. I mean, that seems relatively okay for us, I think. Oh, that's a go onto the bottom as well. Interesting. That one may come back again at some point. May come back, may not, to be honest. There's so many events in there. Okay, 3 experience. Oh, would you look at that? Level up when we get back then. Probably on both characters actually, if we have a good one on the Pyro. Okay, so scenario 66 then. Elemental Cores. Very intriguing looking scenario, this one.
You arrive at the outpost to find Voice of 8 has been busy rebuilding. They have reformed the missing parts of the walls.
Nick, I'm not sure how up to date that is at the moment, to be honest.
Purple
I haven't looked at it in a
as you stare into the material, which also comprises a dome above the array, you are convinced you can see the stars, despite it being midday. The Esthers continue to bustle about, most of them concerned with the array itself. But one of them sits at a table, bent over a thick, beautifully bound tome. Her translucent lips seem to be moving at an accelerated speed, silently forming the words she is reading.
She is Mera. She studies the art of enchantment to aid in our pursuits. Though we are a merged mind, sharing all knowledge, our personalities are separate. Individuality is an important part of developing skill.
You turn and walk around the array, where you find sections of the floor raised to 6 door frames, spaced equidistantly around the solid wall.
This is where we will stabilize the dimensional rift energy to send you to the planes where we have localized the elemental cores. We can only sustain 4 of the 6 portals long enough for you to return with the cores. But that should suffice to reactivate the elemental array.
With a whooshing sound, the portals open and you feel the elemental energies flowing and intermingling with your world.
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit nervous. This this scenario is by Marcel, and I'm starting to think, are we gonna unlock like triangles? Is this gonna happen? Is this retirement? I've got this sneaky suspicion. So like I'm seeing his name pop up a little bit here and there. Nervous. Updated triangles for Frosthaven. Alright, special rules. All 6 gold treasure tiles in the scenario represent elemental cores, each corresponding to the element of the door closest to it. Okay. When any elemental core is looted, place it on the looting character's mat. If they become exhausted, place the core in the hex they occupied. Whenever any character occupies any unactivated A at the end of their turn, they may spend 1 elemental core to activate that hex. Whenever any door is opened at the start of each round, its elemental core is spent, moving the corresponding element to the strong column. When 4 doors have been opened, the remaining 2 become locked. What? Okay. The scenario is complete when all 4A have been activated. Okay. Okay, so it's there, but okay, that's just a little bit of weird wording. So basically, the cores are behind each of the doors. So we can just open the doors normally then. They're just normal doors to open then, right? You just walk onto the hex to open them. But it's just, hey, do you want to go get the fire core? Do you want to go get the earth core? Do you want to go get the... So we can decide which core we want to go for. Well, obviously the fire core. Yeah, it did. And I guess, yeah, of course, he shouldn't have level 5 health. You're right. Let me just adjust the health down. Yes, it did. It leveled me up. And you're right. Now I have too much health, technically, because I haven't technically leveled, right? Technically.
How was UKG?
Hey, Cashtool. UKG was great. I bought a couple of games. I bought Ready, Set, Bet, because I've been after it for ages, and I was very lucky to find a copy. I got Dwarf Romantic. I got Earth, because everyone was bugging me to play it, so I got Earth. I got Canvas, and I got another set of Unmatched as well as new dice for the stream. Those are little dice that should hopefully do well for the traps and things like that. Alright, Hive needs to have 12 HP, sorry. I assumed it was just one less, but it actually isn't one less. It's actually 12. It's a 2 jump up from 4 to 5. Canvas is a lovely game, big hit at conventions. Yeah, I honestly, it was a game that I didn't even go to the expo looking for. And I just sort of like, I heard about it while I was there. And it seemed to be in quite hot demand, like hard to buy. And I found a very reasonably priced copy. So I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. And Dwarf Romantic as well is a game that I wanted to buy in Essen, but I didn't get around to it because it was, well, I did get around to it, but it was in German. And when I got to the stand, I realized that the game was probably a bit too language dependent. So I decided to wait until it came into English. So great. So I feel like we can just we just go for it, right? We just walk into a door. We do have to start with wound though, because of the that event that happened. Give ourselves that wound. But apart from that, we just go for it, right? We can start in any of these hexes. So I'm a bit confused as to what the glowing orb is. I think it's just a I think it's just an obstacle for the purposes of this. I don't really know. But it will let me, so as soon as I open the door, I'm wondering if fire will go like super high on the element board. What are you supposed to do here if you don't have the app? Am I not able to generate elements here, chat? Is this a thing? Like, am I not allowed to, like, because the elements are on the board rather than like on the element board? You know, it's because I'm a bit confused by that. I felt like there might be a little bit of a contradiction here going on between if I was playing fully physical versus with some digital tools. No, I generate elements. Interesting. So I guess it was just what I don't know what you're supposed to do. The elements on the map are just, this is how you can remember what element is associated with the door. Okay, gotcha. I guess that, like, if you were playing normally though, you wouldn't be able to do that. So weird choice to do that instead of doing anything. Long time YouTube viewer, finally able to catch you live, loving the content. Thanks for the work. Well, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here with us. Nahoj. I hope I pronounced your name okay there. Okay, well let's just do it then. I guess we just run in and see what happens. We need to start with a mode. So what mode should we start in? I feel like Machine Bolter is just a classic one really, right? Give me an extra target. It's just good. It's just good. And then to be honest, probably just playing the healing drone wouldn't be a bad idea. Because of all of the wound that we both have. Oh, I was playing Prepare for Deployment. There's quite a lot of movement in this scenario. Maybe that would be quite good, actually. Okay. Right. Let us open the door. Newt. Bones, thank you so much for the resub, buddy. 22 months. How the hell did the months keep rolling? I know, man. Time flies, huh? Thank you so much for all of the support, bud. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing awesome. The quest continues, my friend. What's my other retirement goal? It is to donate 70 gold to the Temple of the Great Oak, which is what I've been doing every single time. So we will do that pretty much on cue. So on the hive, I think we probably want to go for something. I think we probably want to go for a long-range missile. I think we probably want to go a little bit later. So let's go like... actually, we could go late with the Leaper, couldn't we? We could go Leaper. Go 82. Gonna have to do a big heal a bit sooner than I thought. Right, move up to 6. 1, 2. Do 11B. Ugh, this one's a bit of a grim looking one. Do you like that? Oh, interesting. It is like that. So we need to read 175.4.
Searing heat crashes against your skin, making it hard to breathe for the first few moments after entering the portal. You are greeted by fire demons, a bolt of crackling embers flying close by your face.
Fire demons. I guess this is going to be the... Yeah, these are the demons. Why would anyone choose the fire door? I mean, the pyro class would choose the fire door. Of course they would. Are you kidding me? It's literally their thing. I picked the fire door? Yeah, because I got the pyro. I want the fire. Well, I didn't know it was going to be flame demons. I guess I probably could have made that leap, though. It's probably a pretty fair leap. Hang on, I got loads of space to the left here. Don't worry about it. Flame demons are easy. To be fair, I didn't actually check the enemy list at all coming into this. I didn't even get the standees out of the box because I was a bit rushed today. I do have them all at the top though. Couple of fire demons. Oh, I didn't set the scenario in here either. And a wind demon. Because, you know, why not? Do. When Demon got lost on the way home. Alright, well now knowing that this is the type of demon, then I guess we always go for the ones that we can deal with. I mean, I feel like our party's not bad against most demons, to be honest. We got a lot of pure damage, true damage, don't we? 4. So the goal is there. So should I just put that there then? Is that helpful? Okay. Special rules. Special rules. Any character... no, there are no special rules, sorry. That's from a different one. Ignore that. No special rules. Okay. Right. So I've still got a bunch of movement left, really, if I want it or not. I might not want it now, though. Oh, hang on, it hasn't flipped them. That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. Okay, there we go. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, moving 3, attacking 2, range 3. Move 2, creating a 4 damage trap in an adjacent empty hex closest to the enemy. I mean, I guess we have... The problem is we have to go in. Like, we don't have any other option. Like, we do have to go towards them at some point. That was 2. How much health do they have? Oh, wow. Eruption would just absolutely just decimate them, right? So would living magma, actually. That's interesting. Well, considering I'm only going to be hit by one thing... Heatwave is also super good here. Maybe we just play really risky. I kind of like playing risky here. Risk it for a biscuit, huh? So that was 1, 2. could maybe get away with a heat wave and living magma there next turn if I just chill there. I can't attack. I think that might be a good idea. Okay. Lunacy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the quest. Okay, so that's Pyroclast over. So Wind Demon's going to go just to there. It's going to do an attack of 2 with disadvantage. 0. I should take a damage, sorry, from that as well. So that's so 2 damage from him and then an additional damage. Did it take my wounds away as well? What the heck? That all went kind of a bit crazy. Right, so it should be 1 less because of the wound at the start of the scenario. 1 less from my flowing firebomb. And now I'll take 2 from this, right? Okay, good. And then they're going to create 4 damage traps. Yay! Can use my new dice. Oh, actually, that's really annoying. I don't want it to be there. Shoot. That does make things slightly more annoying, actually. Maybe I'll end up doing cooling instead now. Yeah, I forgot about the traps. The trap situation makes it a bit more awkward. I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. Right, hives go. Part of me feels like maybe I should be opening 2 doors at once, but do I want to move forward 1 more? Yeah, possibly. Does someone know if Frosthaven will be made digital and when? No one knows. No one knows. Could be in development right now for all we know, but there has been no official news or announcement. Right, so long range missile. We get target 2, but we have -1 range. So really we're 4 here. Which one's got the highest shield value? Well, I can go after both of them. I do have Pierce. I could just pierce it, couldn't I? Which is not a bad idea here. I can reuse these. So I'll give myself Pierce 2. I think I'll use the Pierce 2 attack on the Wind Demon. And the Pierce 1 attack on the Flame Demon. Does that make sense? No, actually, I want to try and do at least 1 damage here to the Flame Demon, don't I? Oh, no, hang on. It's got another bunch of shield, right? Shield 3? Oh, shoot. Wind Demon's got a huge shield. Oh, well, I'd do it all on the Flame Demon then. Okay. So Flame Demon first. Oh, it doesn't give pierce, it gives range. Shoot, okay, yeah. Just, oh shoot, well, yeah. It's not even worth using it then. Why did I think it gave pierce? sure why I thought that. Anyway, okay, well, just on the trial thing you're doing. I mean, we'll give it a go. Good start. Wind Demon. Yeah, it's not enough. Okay. Well, good job, Hive. Okay. I might have done some damage actually to the Wind Demon, did I? Had a thought. I just skimmed over that because I thought I didn't do any damage at all, but having thought about it, I might have done some. Oh, I reshuffled it. It was a +1, right? So it was +1. And he had shield 5 or just shield 3? Was it shield 5 or shield 3? Did I forget to choose battle goals in a challenge? You're absolutely right. I did forget to do that. I'm out of practice. I've got Diablo 4 in my brain, chat. I'm sorry. I'm just completely Diablo'd out. Alright, 1 damage to the Wind Demon then. Anyway, I'll quickly do the battle goals. I'm just not going to do a challenge. I don't think I can be bothered today. I just don't feel like it. I'll draw one and just throw it away, I guess. Miser, Executioner, Conservator. Miser's like one of those ones where you can probably, like, if you can get it, it's not the hardest 2-tick to do. Bully, Die Hard, Opener. Bully seems pretty possible. Nope. Decrease all enemy initiatives by 10? I don't think so. Literally never get to go before the demons, ever. Right, next round. Anyway, we sorted everything out. Good. Thanks, guys. Now we're back up to where we should be. What's hazardous terrain damage at the moment? 2. But I can kill one of these demons. That's pretty easily, actually. Need to change my mode, I guess, to be more of a... Oh, I didn't bring the arcing generator. Whoops, that's a mistake. I'll quickly swap it in now. I haven't played the other card anyway. I didn't do a good job of actually reading the scenario setup today. I literally just rushed to set it up in time so that I could stream today. Yeah, 1 damage to the Wind Demon. Yeah, I'll do that in a sec. Thank you, Pelican. All the dice is for trap damage, yeah. Okay, not too hard to remember, right? It's more for your benefit than my own, if that's what you're trying to say. Let's just give you guys a better visual representation of what's on the board. Plus also scenario trap damage is 5 and these are 4 damage traps. Really hope I can go first, but I'm just scared that I will. Do. Yeah, realistically, I need to swap modes here, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, hang on. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I spy an opportunity. How do I weave this together to be a really good turn? I can certainly do that. Oh, this is sick. If I get this to work, chat, this is sick. Okay. Right. So we're gonna do hijack bottom here. So control one enemy within range 4, move 1, attack 2. So we'll get him to move here. Onto the trap. Then he's going to attack his buddy. He's going to attack his buddy. Number 5. I guess with disadvantage. Are they ranged naturally? Yeah. I don't know, actually. I feel like they have... Yeah, they are ranged. Yeah. It's probably pretty irrelevant anyway. Okay, good. So he's going to take... He's going to take 2 retaliate damage back. Quite nice. Oh yeah, specifically hijacked bottom was a melee attack. Right. Yeah. Good call. That's literally it. I'm not going to do anything with my top action because my bottom action was just so good there. So Pyro. We're going to use the bottom of Living Magma here to move 1. Move 1 adjacent 1 hex hazardous terrain. Up to 2 hexes. If it enters any hex by a figure, that figure suffers hazardous terrain damage. So we'll go 1, 2. So it's going to do 2 damage to the Wind Demon. Then we're going to immediately hit him with the cooling. Replace one hex hazardous terrain tile in a unoccupied hex within range 4 with 1 hex obstacle tile. All enemies adjacent to that tile suffer 2 damage. Boom. I feel like there was a better way of doing this, actually. Could I have gotten him... I wanted to kill them all. I don't think I could. Could I have gotten him... No, because the trap blocks, which is the awkward thing. Right, what does the bottom of living magma say? We can still have a trap and a hazardous terrain occupy the same place, huh? Right? Oh yeah. Thanks, Pelican. I think it was because I did a load of stuff, then I set scenario afterwards, and then that seemed to wipe what I did at the beginning. Can I? No, because they're both. I don't think they can. I don't think they can. Just thinking that there was probably a slightly better way of doing that. No, because then I don't get the retaliate damage. No, it's fine. I don't think there's a better way of doing it. And that's going to do 2 damage to the Wind Demon. It's going to kill it. 2 damage to this guy. Very cool. Not too shabby. Is in the retaliate range too? What? Yeah. But it was a melee attack that I had to perform. That was the thing there. A card gave him a melee attack, so I couldn't do like a ranged. Anyway. Okay. So what have we got here? They're just gonna kind of chill there, probably. They might move a little bit. Don't think he's gonna move. I think he's kind of good. So first attack, disadvantage on the pyro. Wow, they've really drawn all of them bad cards, right? And then regular on the... Wow. That's super good for me. Really, really good for me. Let's double stack the loot, shall we? I like double stacking loot. Makes that loot easier. Okay, so 1 on the pyro. Miss! Oh my word. What? After all of that, 1 damage to the hive. That's crazy. We were wounded anyway. Oh, I should take an extra point of damage for this. Almost forgot. Next round. Hodge, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I really appreciate using your Prime sub here. That's very, very kind of you. Welcome in. I hope you're doing awesome. Take your energy. Thank you, buddy. It's received. I appreciate it very much. Welcome to the adventuring party, my friend. Good to have you here with us. Thanks for joining us for this live stream. I really appreciate it. 2 blesses on the Hive deck. Good call. Thank you very much. Where would I be without you guys, huh? Okay, so let's go. I mean, it's heat wave time, surely. It's gotta be. I mean, it's going to do a lot of damage to me, but it's also just insanely good. You know? As they say, if you want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs. Take myself down to a dangerously low amount of health, but the good news is that we can recover it very quickly. Let's just make sure we're going to go down to... That's going to be 2, so we're going to lose 1 to the wound. Maybe I should maybe I should get the repair drone out. If I get the repair drone out, that's probably going to be reasonably helpful. That will at least remove, like, the wound from the next turn. Yeah. Because we're going to go 5-4 this turn. Then down to 1 on the following turn, potentially. Yeah. Use that from Flowing Fire. Pyro doing work. No pain, no gain, yeah. No fire to consume for just a random little bit of XP though. Right, so Heat Wave. All adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage, but... Ignore everything else apart from the taking 2 damage next turn. Looty looty. This loot here is a bit of a problem because I don't think I actually have any loot cards. So we may have lost Miser already. Because I don't know how I get that. I don't think I do get that. I mean, I guess I could just walk on it. It's 4 damage. Is it worth it for... Might be. Okay, so we'll play the repair drone. Oop. This is not Diablo. I'm playing it like Diablo though. Look, we're in the fires of hell. Come on. Oh no, hang on, I don't... Oh yeah, I just ignored her. I was gonna say, I was like, hang on a minute. I don't want to switch. It's fine. Okay. Right, so Pyro... needs to go later than the Hive here. The earliest we can go is 27. Awkwardly, it's not my hazardous terrain, is it? Oh, hang on a minute. That could work. That actually could work, but I would need to position myself first and foremost. Okay, well, let's just go get the loot first. There's no hurry here. Let's just go get the loot first. Or maybe it should be, actually, maybe it should be the hive who gets the loot. Yeah, let's get the hive, get the loot. I do feel like maybe I should have been opening more than one door at once. It's just a bit of the curse of me streaming. I don't like to open more than one door at once as well, because it's not really good for the stream. But it could be that this scenario actually calls for that. Because this looks like it could be quite long. It's quite a lot of rooms. Right, Pyro's first. Sorry, Pyro needs to go second. That was the whole point. Okay. Right, hive first. Remember to make my little drone. So it's just going to stay put, then it's going to heal the pyro. For 1. Then we're going to move 4. I mean, maybe I'll just take the... Yeah, maybe I'll just be the one to take the damage on the hive. Sure. It's 4 damage for a bit of loot. And I've got plenty of opportunities to heal between now and the next room. I think it's worth. And we're keeping Miser on as well. Not sure why that got assigned to them, but that's fine because I generally chuck them all into the general supply anyway. Okay, good. Right, so Pyro, we're gonna go 3, 1, 2, 3. We have to take 2 damage. Start my turn. Okay. All good. So now, next round. Probably just like a default move 2 on the Pyro, really. Okay, so default move 2, but using the boots. We're getting that chest. Okay, so we loot. So we now loot the fire Element or whatever it is, I guess. The fire thing. We got it. The fire thing. Do I have names for these guys yet? No, I've not really going with them. And then we'll just default move 2 on here. And I'll fight all 2 there. I guess he would heal technically the hive for 1. Let's draw. Gold. Lovely. We need gold. Axe nut. It's fine. Hey, Trooper. Welcome to the quest. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Right. Now we're on a long rest. Does feel like that kind of took it out of us a little bit, though. Considering, you know, what it was. Why am I taking damage? Oh, I healed. Okay. Did I heal 2 then? I think I might have double healed there. Right, I was on 7. Yeah, that's a sneaky bug, that one. Actually, technically I would have healed 1 from the drone, so. Okay, good. Right, let's get rid of a card, should we? And we'll have to think about what kind of cards are going to be good against what demons. So what's the next room that we go to? Do we go against sun demons? Because sun demons are pretty miserable. Wind demons, I don't think I would ever really choose to fight wind demons. Although we did just make really short work of them. But that was because there was hazardous terrain already down. Is there going to be hazardous terrain already down in that room? Probably unlikely. But we do have a couple of cards that just straight up win against them. So, to be honest, all of them have shield. Sun demons have quite a bit of health. Wind demons don't have much health. Night demons is disadvantaged attacks, right? I feel like ice and earth are pretty similar. I think we'll probably go do like light, then earth, maybe. Which means certain cards will probably be less good this scenario. Probably pull. Pull will probably be bad because we won't have any reason to do it. You would go light. Well, I feel like light demons and flame demons are fairly similar in terms of like the strategy to try and beat them. And we did really well in that room, so. Same again. And now I know that I actually need the arcing generator up. I will, we'll be able to find our way into arcing generator pretty quick, to be honest. And so that's probably remote control is going to be the weakest of our cards this scenario. Okay. Right, next round then. So we just need to make our way into the next room. think the most annoying thing here is trying to actually get back on the... get back on the pyro. Like, we're so far away. Like, we're probably not even going to get to the room. We've got 1 move 6, 1 move 4, 1 move 3. So, it ain't looking good, Chief. This one's a test of stamina, yeah. Might need to split up, possibly, yeah. Yeah, stamina is definitely going to be the big issue in this scenario, you can tell already. Alright, 20! So we're going to move 6, we'll take a point of damage. Defury doesn't do anything. That's the end of our turn. Repair drone is going to heal Pyro for 1. We'll leave it there. Then with our hive, we're going to reassemble. So instead of placing, we will transfer. Instead of placing your previous card standing on the map as a summon, move that card to my discard pile. So rapid fire will now go into the discard. Then we will move 4 towards the light. Good round, easy round. Might end up having to do cooling at some point, just to get up to the bottom of cooling to get the heal. Guess with Pyro, I mean, does it really matter what initiative I go here? Not really. I guess I'll go 8. I feel like I'm only going to get 1 good attack on this Sun Demon. Well, having said that, I'll have Major Frenzy Potion, so maybe not. Yeah, it might be okay. We'll see how it goes. This should be quite interesting, how this all pans out. We're just going to move 4. I mean, I may as well use my... sorry, I should have these back. Oops. I did not refresh any of my items last time, huh? I'll use my boots. Did the drone heal Pyro before it got discarded? What? The drone has not been discarded. I'm not sure what you mean. And yes. If you're thinking whether or not it did do a drone heal, it did, yes. Alright, Pyro done. So I think we're going to go Arcing Generator. There, get 2 XP. Also, sorry, heal 2 from the drone. Then we're going to transfer, well, heal 2 doesn't really matter, but we're going to transfer basically. So, boop. Boop. Yes, it did. Pelican, it did. Hey, Justin. I know this scenario lost at your first attempt. Looks like it could be quite tricky. Okay, so... Could just go kind of late here, couldn't I? Do I want to open the door on high? If I kind of do, though. I kind of do. I think the Pyro still needs to heal up a fair amount here. Paradrone's going to heal up. Okay. It is time. So what I'll do is I'll just take this off because realistically I'm never going back there again. That door is closed for us now. So, 1. Moving on to the light door, baby. Here we go. 127.2.
As recommended by the Esther at the portal, you close your eyes as you step through. The searing brightness somewhat dulled by the protection of your eyelids. Still, you feel blinded, and it takes a moment to adjust. Though, with sun demons approaching, you're not sure you have a moment.
Damn sun demons. Okay, 12D. Well, this is an interesting shaped tile. I might have to rotate. 12. See? 12D. Yeah, this is kind of like an awkward one to... It's like this. Kind of an awkward one to put down. I might rotate the board. It's kind of weird. It's just, it makes it a weirdly shaped scenario. I'll tell you what, if I rotate it down that way, it's probably better. There we go. That's a bit better. Great. So we need sun demons, what a surprise, and an earth demon. So it looks like you can't like avoid entirely a set, right? They're giving you at least one random demon. Oh, and a flame demon actually. Oh, this room's nasty. 2 sun demons, a flame demon, and an earth... Oh no, no earth demon because we're playing 2-player. Aha. Alright, ignore me. Right, we need some rocks. There's a couple of traps in this room, though. Not that they're any use to us. In fact, actually, they're a hindrance to us. Hey, Burner. This scenario, yeah, this is an interesting one. Looks to be pretty tricky. Okay. Right, we're set up. Just need to put the old treasure tile down. That is up in the corner. There should be one more trap technically. Don't think it really matters, but guess could get in the way at some point. There should be a trap there too. And technically that should be there. Yeah. Okay. Your tiles are already quite warped where some don't snap together. Yeah, mine do not sit very flat. Unfortunately, they kind of came that way. After I punched them, it kind of just happened that way. Apparently, I can't remember who it was, but someone who views the channel quite a bit said that it's quite a common thing to do with like moisture or something, or humidity levels in the factory where it was pressed versus like your home. So it's like, unfortunately, because maybe where the factory the tiles were made had, I don't know, maybe it was like really warm or something, I don't know, but It's something to do with like the moisture or humidity or something, which actually causes the tiles to warp. So yeah, Kira. No amount, unfortunately, no amount of like, you know, putting heavy weights on them or just storing them well is really going to help. They're going to warp, unfortunately. And it's a common problem with the printing. Some people might got lucky. Hey, Totox. Howdy. Okay, so we now have a move forward. What are these guys doing? Well, something is a healing. Obviously means attacking them feels less good. Could I potentially just try and assassinate the flame demon? I guess is the key here, right? Let's try and do it. So we're attacking him with... Well, just an attack 2, right? I just wish it was a little bit stronger. Because he's going to get healed. He will get healed up. Well, I guess I just have to hope for a +1 or something. Come on, Hive. Don't fail me now. Yeah, not a +1. After attack ability, ground one of your summons and move 2. I will. Oh, do I really want to grant them a move 2, though? Ooh. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Problem is that they have a lot of, like, extra attacks and stuff. That's really unfortunate to get him to like 1. And he's just gonna get healed straight back up. That's a little bit unfortunate. Heal 5. Oh, but take a point of damage from this. So heal 4. And then we have one less move now. I could try and assassinate one of these sun demons, maybe. Could try. Yeah, I feel like everyone comes in and goes, oh, this scenario, huh. I don't know how I feel about that. Makes me feel nervous. So many flying enemies. I think it might be an eruption time. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get there, though. Might have to try and get there next turn. Because I'm only going to be able to move 2 because of this. Maybe I split off and I go and do a different room. I need to do something because I can't not do anything. Ah, yes. Traps. I knew you well. Okay. Just going to heal. Yeah. Isn't going to do anything. It will draw, though. Then give it a move. It's kind of fine where it is, to be honest. Whoops, sorry. Back to the hive. So hives go. I think... I could use the bottom of hijack now. I feel like what would be better though would be to try and kill this one sun demon, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think we go for him. I think it's better for me to just try and make use of this. So it's not ideal, but let's attack the... If I attack the Sun Demon, what are we looking at? We're looking at... like, best case scenario, we're looking at maybe 2... We're going to maybe like 6 to 7 damage this turn. It's not great, is it? Well, I guess I could use the Major Frenzy Potion to just kill the Flame Demon. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we'll attack the... We'll attack the Sun Demon. Maybe I should poison him with the Plague Flask. Am I ever going to get max value out of this? Probably not. Let's use the Plague Flask. Because then we're going to be doubling attacks. It just feels good, right? If this was like... The problem... sometimes what happens, I'm really guilty of this, is that if you have an item like this, and it feels like, oh, you've got to try and get max value out of it. If I just had like a poison dagger here, or... what was that other dagger that we had? The one that had like wound and poison on it, but you had to like, it's a one-time use. Like if you have those kinds of items, I should really just be using this to poison one thing here. Yeah, 2-player. Am I ever going to get really many more than 2 targets here? I should just use it, right? Right, so we're going to attack 2. So we're doing an attack 1, essentially. So attack 1. Miss. Good start. Attack 1. So 2 with the poison, 3. So 3 damage there. Then we'll use the Major Frenzy Potion and attack the Flame Demon here. Nice. So that is an attack of... That's 3. 3 damage. It is dead. Because of the pierce. I mean, it was kind of nice. Yeah, drawing the miss was a bit annoying there, but the one I didn't want to miss on was the flame demon. So at least I drew the miss out. You know? It seems like it's kind of weak. What are my thoughts on it so far? I don't think so. I think that it's actually pretty strong. I think it needs some items to get going in some ways, I would say. We have a lot of good attacks. You just need the right modes and summons to support that, like whatever it is that you're doing. I'm trying to think of like what I would compare Hive to. I'd compare it to something like maybe like Cthulhu. Like it's in that kind of level of like power where on the surface it may seem that it's not like particularly crazy, but then like with Cthulhu it's like, oh yeah, all of the cursing and poisoning that you do really adds up over the course of a scenario. Whereas I feel like Hive is in a similar boat where I don't feel like any individual action at times is particularly amazingly strong, but they're usually always above average and you do them a lot, right? Like getting to attack 2 targets for like with like long range missile for 3. It's like, okay, you're doing 6 damage. That's a reliable thing you can do. It reminds me of that kind of vibe, like where I think it's not inherently obvious the value that it has and what it is doing sometimes, because it's kind of like wrapped up in its own little game. Hive is also probably one of the classes that you need to sideboard the most as well, I would say. So although all of the classes have some level of, yes, you need to pick and choose your cards before you go in, I feel like the Hive is more so because you need to make sure if you've got the Arcing Generator or not. Or you need some more moves for yourself at some points. So there's a couple of flex cards there that you really need to be thinking about quite a bit. So I think you have to be a little bit more analytical before you go in. Great, so Hive's been, now Pyro's going to go. We're just moving, well technically we're not moving 3, we're only moving 2. I guess we'll be probably long resting next turn, probably. Sun Demons. So they have advantage, unfortunately. Yes, now we're in a bit of a kind of awkward position where do I long rest or short rest on my Hive? Long resting obviously is quite nice because we actually get to set our initiative, so we can kind of get a heal and we can maybe do a little bit of damage on our drone. Am I safe to long rest though? It's never safe to long rest against sun demons. If I long rest, what's like the range of damage that I could take here? I could go early and I could get my 2 health back immediately, and I could get 1 health, so I could heal off 3 of it anyway. Yeah, I long rest. Could lose the repair drone here. Actually, I won't lose the repair drone. It's okay. Oh, repair drone's fine. I want to go after here, I think. Because then he's going to drop back to not get disadvantage. And he won't be able to get the extra target. So that's fine. Yes, we go after. This is fine then. So yeah, Sun Demon's going to go... it's just going to attack. Straight up. I guess this is a bit risky here. Actually, could I have gone before and it wouldn't have affected anything? Out of curiosity, could I have gone before and it wouldn't have affected anything? Yeah. I think I could have. So I'm going to go before. And then we'll also get the health from the heal drone, and then the heal drone will attack that guy there. Ooh, baby. Well, I say that. It's 4 damage, 3 damage. What are my thoughts on 2-player in Frosthaven? You've heard some comments saying that the balance isn't great for 2-player. In Frosthaven, did they prioritize targets or something? I can't remember. We'll double check. Okay, double check that. So my feeling about 2-player in Frosthaven is that it's difficult for me to completely comment on 2-player because I am technically still playing solo. So that's another caveat to my experience. Because there will be people out there who are playing 2-player, each person controlling 1 mercenary. So they have that backwards and forwards between somebody else, which irons out a lot of the game. So their experience may differ from mine in terms of them being able to focus a little bit more maybe on their individual characters during a scenario, rather than like having to worry about 2 and then also administer the whole scenario on their own as well. I don't think the game is great at 2 mercenaries, to be honest. I feel like it is a consideration that has been made to allow the game to be played at 2, and the rules are not terrible at 2. Like, the game does a reasonable good job of giving you still a balanced and interesting scenario. I think most of the time, there are occasionally ones that are a bit zany, but for the most part, I actually feel like the scenario balance has been okay for 2. I feel like the problem with 2 comes that there are loads of systems in place to help mitigate the fact that you're playing with two. So inspiration system. Inspiration does not really need to exist if you were playing with four. In fact, it barely does. You occasionally earn it through a road event or a city event or something, but you earn so little that it doesn't make a difference. So inspiration is kind of like a system that is almost needs to be there for two-player. So it feels like there's a lot of yeah, like kind of weird things in for two. Also, like playing solo, I couldn't play the revelry stuff at all, which kind of sucked. That there's a whole building and element to the game that I will never get to play with because I'm playing solo. It kind of sucks. Two-player is okay, solo is worse. I will say that I think solo is the worst way to play this game. It's just, there's so much to think about. You know, and in many ways, I'm not playing solo. I'm playing like 1.5, right? I've got me and I've got you guys telling me when I screw up. So, you know, I'm kind of like playing 1.5 player or something. So imagine being somebody who is just playing completely on their own. I mean, I guess they wouldn't need, you know, I mean, it is what it is. You can fudge the game or whatever, I guess. It's up to you. I just feel that there's an awful lot of administration. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, it doesn't stipulate here anything to do with like avoiding disadvantage. Yeah, hang on. When a monster performs a ranged attack on an adjacent target, it first moves away from the target if possible so that attack does not have disadvantage. When a monster performs ranged attacks on multiple targets, it moves to attack the most possible targets, including its focus, with the fewest possible disadvantaged attacks. While using the okay. That's really... Yeah, so when a monster performs ranged attacks on multiple targets, it moves to attack the most possible targets, including its focus, with the fewest possible. So, yeah, it's, yeah. So it would still attack it because essentially it would try to find a way to attack without disadvantage, but if the only way to attack would have disadvantage, then it would do it. Okay. I guess I had to do it then anyway then, right? Well, it's probably dead anyway now. So -1, what was that? So 2 damage to the hive. And then ooh, 2 damage to the drone? No, 3 damage to the drone. Drone's dead. That's bad. Rip drone. I mean, you kind of did your job though. Yeah, I've already done the health. Only... No, stop it. Right. That's so low, 3 mercenaries works fine. It's just rain is melting sometimes. It takes a long time and you have to manage everything. Yep. It depends on the scenarios. Some are quite hard, even on 2-player. Others have been super easy. Well, this is the thing, Justin, though. It shouldn't be it's hard even on 2-player or it's easy even on 2-player. Because the difference between 2 and 4-player should be the same. It should be this is a difficult scenario or it's not a difficult scenario. It shouldn't be this is a difficult scenario if you're playing at 2. It should be this is a difficult scenario. So when people talk about like, oh, is it balanced around 2? It's more about that point. Like there will be easy scenarios and hard scenarios for every player group and every different type of mercenary, right? Because there's lots of different win scenario conditions, and that's great. There's scenarios where you will have a good time in and scenarios where you'll have less of a good time in because your party is maybe not so suited. And that will happen. It's that problem is exaggerated a lot more, or yeah, it's exaggerated a lot more in 2-player because you're more likely to have a weird combo of characters because you're only playing 2. So you're more likely to come up against a scenario that calls for, oh yeah, this scenario is really easy if you have pure damage, but neither of your 2 characters have pure damage. But if you're playing like 3 and 4, the chances are that someone in that group will be able to go, yeah, here's some cards that will help us, or here's some abilities that can help us. So that's the rub for like whether or not 2-player works. I feel like generally speaking, like the actual winning of a scenario is the same, right? I can save the bot with the robe. Oh, you're right, the robe. I forgot the robe. You're right. The bot's back. See that? I didn't forget my own items. See, that's what you're here for, guys. So it only takes 1 damage. Right, that round got really messy. How many of these do I need to get? 3 or 4? 4? We're gonna have to open another room, aren't we? Right, time to open another room, I think. Oh, that's gone away as well. Have the group do 2 rooms and split up to get the others and ignore monsters. Yeah. There will have to be a bit of a run and... Yeah, but then I haven't really got a good way to run and gun it, you know? I haven't really got a good way of doing that. Anyway, let's figure this out. kind of hoping that we can kill one of these. And then we're just going to have to go and run to the other room, aren't we? Was it 3 to open the door? Maybe I have to do the old 6 just to give myself some leeway here. And then we do some igneous path. Just try and kill these guys real quick. I mean, if they're earth demons, we should be able to kill them pretty quick. Okay. So repair drone's going to stay there and it's going to attack the poison guy. For 2. 3 with the poison, with the shield, so that will be 2. 2. And we'll heal up. Put 1 there. Then we're going to go for Faceless Entity, I think. We just need to try and finish this guy off. So we're attacking him for 1, essentially. Nothing. And again. Times 2. Okay. So that's 1. With the poison 2. So that's 4. 3. Dead. Whew. Thank God for blesses. And then move forward, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pyro. We're gonna move 6. 1, 2, 3. What's behind? Door number leaf. Feels like Pyro hasn't done anything for a while. I still have Pierce on Hive, right? Yes. Yeah. Um, 68.2.
Entering the portal, you are met with smells of fallen leaves and decay. It has been a while since you last breathed in such rich scents. The floor is crawling with vines, and boulders block a clear path. A powerful roar fills the air. Between you and the elemental core, a group of earth demons stand their ground.
Oh god, this is like two tiles. Why did it have to be 2 tiles? Tile 1 and tile 2. 1E. Yeah. 2E. Did I see the shelf side Frosthaven review? The first 2 minutes of the video is so good. I did watch it, yeah. It is very good. It's gonna be it's like I feel like it's gonna be good seeing reviews coming out like now that are actually a little bit more, you know, substantiated, if you like. From people who have played the game for, you know, a decent amount of time. You guys see that? You can. Awesome. That actually worked out pretty well. Do. They played 2 players and say the balance was good. Yeah, well, I think they, yeah, like, I think it's different playing solo versus playing, like as I said, I think it's different playing solo. And also I feel like balance is a little bit objective sometimes. So I feel like some players will say that they don't think the balance is good at 2. Because perhaps they project an issue onto that. I don't think the balance is perfect at 2. I feel like you are having a lesser Frosthaven experience with 2. It's not like 50% less. It's like maybe you're getting like a 80% like Frosthaven experience, which for a lot of people is still going to be more than enough, and it's still a really good game. So it's not like that much of an issue, but you're just missing out on a couple of like little things, I think. I mean, the main thing that you don't miss out if you're not playing solo is the revelry stuff. So at least then you can play with that, which is kind of fun. So I'm like that's like a nice thing to have, because that solo player missing out on that, I think, kind of sucks. That there's like a whole kind of mechanism in the game that you just never get to play with. Each character should have a 4th trait that's only active during 2 mercenary play as well, in your opinion. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess they figured that it's not as much of an issue, or it's negligible enough to not warrant doing anything about it or whatever. But yeah, I agree with you that is a quite clear situation where 2-player is unfavored. But I don't think that, again, like that's the whole like 80-90% type thing, isn't it, right? You're getting like pretty much the game. It also bears in mind that if you're playing at 2-player, you can get through the game even quicker as well. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, I guess. I don't even know if that's the right tile set, but I'll just use those tile sets instead. There you go. Some people say that some scenarios are just badly designed for 2-player, like there's 4 objectives to loot or something, which is way harder. Well, this would be an example of that type of scenario, right? Where the scenario goal for this is to get all 4 of the cores to get 4 cores. That does not change if you're playing 2, 3, or 4. 4 cores. Now, there are more enemies with 4, but if you were playing mercenaries who could just run in, loot, and run out, then yes, it would be harder at 2. Because you can't just all split off and take a room each. Like, if you're playing 4-player here on this scenario, you could literally just split up and take a room each. I'm going to have to do 2 rooms each, kind of. So it's a bit harder on my party, right? But, you know, those rooms that each person would have more stuff in it, yada, yada, yada. But this scenario is probably one that people would point to and say, hey, it's not very fair. Is that hazardous terrain? That's hazardous terrain, folks. And for some reason it's using spikes. I don't think the spikes were ever used as hazardous terrain, but okay. We'll take it. Some characters will never get the chest solo. Case in point, what was the scenario called? The Cthulhu unlock scenario, where everybody had to go and loot a chest, and they were all doing their own. They were all kind of blocked in on their own thing. It's like a caved-in thing. That scenario is one of the most universally hated scenarios. Because it is basically, you know, you might have a mercenary who's really well suited to it. You could complete it in a few rounds, while, you know, your friend who cannot is there, like, scratching their head trying to do it. That would be a scenario that I would imagine will definitely be reworked for 2nd edition. There is no chance that that scenario remains intact as it was for 2nd edition, I would say. We've got 2 Earths, and 1 Sun. Could be worse. You're gonna hope they have classes unlocked in the Frosthaven way in 2.0. What do you mean? All right, so we moved 3, right? So I've got a little bit more movement to go if I want it. I guess we're just going to go for it and see how it goes. I mean, I'm just going to have to... I feel like I have to push my luck a little bit on this scenario, so I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to move in here, and we're going to use Igneous Path. 1. 2. 3, 4. You mean like, so, oh, so you're saying classes to be unlocked, but not through retirements. Is that what you were kind of going at? No, I don't like that idea, actually. To be honest, I'm actually not a huge fan of the way that some of the character unlocks happen in Frosthaven. My reasoning for this is that I feel like in Gloomhaven, we were playing the characters. Like, you are the character, and it's your mind thief or your tinkerer or whatever. It's you. You are playing that character. You're giving that character your name, you know, and you're playing vicariously, role-playing through that character somewhat. In Frosthaven, it feels more like a classic RPG in the sense that we're kind of going along our adventures and then like, oh, it's so-and-so, the famous bard from this place. Would you like to join our party, please? Yes, please. And it feels like the characters are already coming in with a lot of baggage, like already with a backstory and baggage. They feel less like blank slates for us as people to like be like, oh, I'm this tinkerer who's mischievous and does all this, that, and the other, and I only choose the crazy options like on the event cards and stuff like that. It feels very much more like a character you get introduced, and it's very much just dictated to you. So I feel more like I am the puppet master here, controlling the character's turns rather than me being invested. I mean, maybe, again, that's partly maybe because I'm playing solo and I have to do so much, and I'm playing more than one, so it's hard for me to immediately associate with one. But the way that the characters unlock, in my opinion, like helps to kind of give that impression where, oh yeah, like, I mean, like, for example, the way that you unlock Snowflake or Fist, right, is very much like they are something and they are now joining your party, right? They were already an established character in the world and they now are joining your party. Like it's just a different way of telling the story. It's just a different way of telling the story. It's not necessarily bad, it's just different. And I would quite like Gloomhaven to stick with the original style, because it's just my fond memories of playing it, I think. That would be an element that I think wouldn't really need to be changed, or shouldn't really be changed, because it's just, yeah. Get a better attachment if I play with more players. Well, yeah, exactly. I would. I definitely would. So again, that's partly me saying because I'm a solo player. So, you know, you have to kind of like take what I'm saying here a little bit, you know. That's not so nice. Tongue in cheek. Sorry. Make light as well, please. Right, so Demon 1, disadvantage. Let's go here. And then disadvantage on the second one. Tricky. What Gloomhaven 2nd edition characters am I most interested in playing? Me personally? Well, Crackheart, of course. But to be honest, I'd probably be more interested in playing some of the unlockables that maybe have been fixed or jigged around a little bit. I'd be very interested to see what's happened to Lightning Bolt. I'd be very interested to see what's happened to Music Note. be kind of interested to see what's happened to Beast Tyrant as well. Just thinking like characters that are a little bit wonky. See how they've been like tightened up. Maybe given like some more stuff. Like I would love Lightning Bolt. My common criticism for Lightning Bolt has always been, I feel like her mechanic of paying health to do stuff goes away after like level 5 and 6. It's like you just don't care about it in the late game. So I really hope there's some way of fixing that. I don't know if it can be fixed because the health pool just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So Circles had significant changes too. I mean, it's still gonna have to have summons, right? We'll see. Maybe. I mean, I didn't think that Circles was all that bad, to be honest. I thought it was okay. Elementalist, no, not really. Can't make that character good. Well, it's gonna have a better level 1 for sure. We know that already. We're both worried and excited about the Circles changes. I felt like summon classes are strong when paired in certain ways and with certain things, not necessarily all the time. The problem that summon classes have is that sometimes they just come against a scenario condition that is like whatever, they can't deal with it, right? And that kind of sucks. What am I going to do with Pyro here? Could do cooling. It's 3-4 damage, and then I could just kind of run away a little bit. I feel like I'm not going into the room though. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, Hive's looking a bit sketch right now. I might have to burn a card to damage or something. Well, I suppose I could transfer, couldn't I? It's not a bad idea. I'm just in a bit of a weird place here. It's got full health. I can't attack it. I want 2 health. Ay caramba. I could swap, but then I'm nowhere near the chest. Then I gotta go all the way back again for the chest. I guess I just transfer again, right? It's true. But will Arcane Generator be able to take an attack of 5? Oh, this is a very confusing turn, chat. Just doesn't feel good. Do I get the chest? If I do, then I put myself in loads of trouble. Unless I let the repair drone take the beating. Which could be a thing. I could hit it for 2. Go get the chest. No, I couldn't go get the chest. What if it does a target all? If it does a target all, I'm kind of screwed. Could go for a reassemble. Could go for the could go for the hijack play actually. It's not terrible. But the initiative is awful. So then what, I go like long range missile and... Yeah, okay. Ugh. Oh no, it's healing. That's fine. Whew. Okay, this is all good. Yeah, then I get to heal. Okay, that worked out quite nice. Then we'll go for the hijack. Thank you for the follow, Akuma. Welcome to the quest. Hope you're doing well. Right, so we're going to do hijack. Transfer. Take damage from this. Then grant the summon place ability, attack +1, 1 XP. +2, nice, it has Pierce. So that's going to be 2, 4, 5. Whoa. And then I don't think I'm actually going to play the bomb of long range missile. I think I can really hack it right now. Actually, I may as well, because it's a May effect, right? Got nothing to lose there. Okay, that turn actually worked out really nicely for me. Great, so what we'll do is we'll do cooling. We'll replace one hex hazardous terrain tile with a obstacle. We got boulder down. Do 2 damage. Ooh. No, thank you. Get XP. Okay. Then I was just going to move for 3. Oh, I need to take a damage because of this. Robe on Hive should be restored. I don't think it should be. It wasn't before long rest. It was after my long rest because I did it before. Because of this, I long rested on an earlier initiative than that turn, so then therefore it didn't reset. Yeah, would be nice if it was up, but it's not. Unfortunately, I don't think so. Okay, good. This guy's going to shamble on forwards. Okay. I mean, Living Magma looks really good right now. The problem is that these guys often have heals though, right? So the wound is not as good as it may seem. I was also thinking about just pushing this guy. Heat wave is looking really good right now. It's just kind of risky though. Ah, screw it. I feel like we need to play risky in order to win. Heat wave time. We're trying to like lure the enemies out and kill them and then run in and grab the chest at the end. Well, these ones maybe. This one maybe. This was more of a case of I was trying to get these guys to move a little bit further forward so now I can do a big heat wave. So I'm just going to run in and go bam. And get them all, right? Great. Okay, this works out quite good, actually, I think. We're Right, so we're going to use Eruption as just a default move 2 here. We'll use the boots. Actually, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I only need to move 2 here. Actually, I don't think I need to use the boots. I think I can only need to move 2. So then we'll use Heat Wave here. So all adjacent enemies suffer 2 damage. So number 3 is going to take 2 damage. It's not the most efficient use of this card, of course, but it will work okay. Then push 2, target all at range 3. So we'll go 1, 2. That's 4 damage to number 2. One, 2. Two damage to number 3. Probably gonna have to burn a card to damage here, aren't I? I think so. Because they are moving 3, unfortunately for me. They're gonna be close to dying though. Ooh, do. Right, Hive. So the Arcane Generator is going to go. It's going to attack for 2. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. We're going to heal 2 from the drone. That's really not good. Really hoping it was going to contribute some damage there. Right, well, the cards that I have. I was hoping that it was going to do some damage, so I was going to transfer into it, and then potentially just attack this for 2 and hopefully finish it off, maybe, or at least have a chance of doing some damage to it. Now it feels kind of rough. Yeah, it feels real rough now. Oh, I should have looted this token as well. Oops. Well, I guess I just attack it with Launch Pod. And add Pierce. Is that 3 damage? So I can take 2 damage here. So I could take 2, transfer over. Then I'm going to have Pierce on my attacks, right? Or I just let that slide and I long rest next turn and I just go super early initiative and just hope it kills it. I think I do that. One, two, three. Got so very close. Do I need to kill revealed enemies? No. But I don't particularly have a great party for running and getting loot though, you know? That's a burn. Oh, actually, I'm double burn because the pyro's on 2 right now. I'll have to short rest the end of this round to get rid of heat wave as well. Yeah, this scenario might be lost. Because I've got 1 already in my hand. 2, 3. There's 1 more after this. Yeah, it's not looking good. Put it that way, it ain't looking good. So I'm going to be long resting here. But I'll be able to choose my initiative, so I'll go before the Sun Demons. I short rested, didn't I, last round? I killed the wrong guy. I killed the Sun Demon. What are you on about? Oh, you're right. What was that? Number 5. Oh, sorry, number 2. What health did he have? Hang on. Three. Okay. Hey, Eric. How's it going, buddy? Whew, this scenario is, yeah. It's enjoyable, though, because I think it actually is quite nice to kind of just try and take a room on your own. Quite nice. A pretty good flip. That should have been in there technically, but oh well, I've done it now. Right, so Pyro on 2 health, eh? The old runaway. Okay. I will have my hive go on 72. Okay, so Pyro's going to go first, so we'll do Living Magma. So now at the start of your next 2 turns, from attack 1, target 1 enemy adjacent to hazardous terrain. Here's 2, so we'll do that. We'll use Goggles, gain advantage. Because we can't miss. Fire now. Do I move away here or do I just chill? I would lose my mice battle goal if I do leave this room. I could just go get the loot. I am still safe here. Technically still safe. Just about. Grapefruit, nice. Okay. Right, arcing generator. Let's go, come on. Ooh, +1, and after stack ability, transfer. Nice, this is going to be attack of 3. Dead? Oh. Oh. Oh, actually, can I even transfer? It's got 3 damage on it. Well, I guess I'm long resting anyway, right? Yeah, I transfer. For sure I transfer. I mean, it kind of blows because I end up taking a bunch of damage here. But I think this works out quite well, all said and done. We're here for 2. See, I'm really low on cards right now too. super low on cards, which makes this very hard. We're gonna. I feel like we're gonna come up 1.5 rooms short or something, or half room is short maybe. Might be a mad grab for the last bit. Oh, why am I doing it? I'm long resting. I can choose. I don't know why I'm doing it randomly. Oh yeah, let's give this back as well. Okay. Do I have one more room? Yes. After this, we still have one more room. And I still need to get this chest. And I still need to get this chest. And I still need to end my turn on these. So, you know, no biggies. Pyro's just in a really weird spot. Like, what do we do? We just stand here and fight to the bitter end. Okay. So first up, Living Magma's going to trigger. So we'll get to attack for 1 with Pierce 2 and Wound. And make fire. Well, that happens at the end of the turn, so... Okay, so 1 damage and a wound. Okay. Then we're going to use Flowing Fire. Consume the fire to get an XP. And we'll be attacking them for 2. We'll put that there. So 1 damage, create 1 hex hazardous trial in a featureless hex adjacent to the target. Nice. Then we're going to heal ourselves for 5. All right, so it's going to attack for... so fire's technically up, which is now going to change into light. So it's going to attack me for 3 here with advantage. Yeah, with advantage. 4. Little guy's gonna fly his way down this way. Sorry, he's only got to move 2. Then I was gonna move 2. Control 2 of your summons to move 2. See if we can get the heal bot over there somewhat. Throw away the top card. Great. So we loot this. So this was the Earth. So we now have Earth. Our hive now has the Earth. Put it like this. Well, I guess we're on a short rest again with the pyro. Unless I go super early and try and take the flak. Which is possible. I could go in and tank, maybe. Let's risk it for a biscuit. We just don't want the multi-target. Just had to do it, didn't you? Just had to do it. Heal the pyro for 1. Dang it. I was gonna reassemble. So we've reassembled then, we're in position, then I can move 2, move 2. There's nothing I can do about it to stop him from doing the multi-target here. Except for trying to flush out some good cards, I think, first. It's almost pointless in a way. Do I have to end my turn there? Yeah. Because I need to deposit the core. So this is deposited, I think. Because there's no point. I could go in, but then we both just get attacked. And there's no real benefit to that, I don't think. Yeah, I just kind of have to hope that they swing and miss here a little bit. It's unlikely. A -2 and a miss, or a -1 and a -1. Okay. 3, we're alive. We survived. Yeah, but I need to deposit the cores, right? Smoke. So I may as well end my turn there because I have to end my turn there at some point. That worked out okay though. So Pyro, we're gonna get an attack from Living Magma here and get an XP. Yeah. Why is the reshuffle always a null, not a times 2? Tell me about it. Right, I gotta consider, like, what is my role gonna be here now as the... As the pyro. I've got 1 core on me right now. Do I try and get the other core? I'm not gonna have enough health to get over it, am I? Maybe my job's to open another room. I don't know. And then eruption in another room. I just try and do something.
Yeah, boy. A little bit spicy.
Could be. Because I physically can't get to this with my pyro. Nope. I mean, I guess I could use the bottom of living magma to move it. One of the hazardous terrain tiles. That seems janky though. Super janky. Yeah, do I just go and open the next room and then just eruption? And then it's like, peace out, I'm done. You know, and then I just go and put my core down and that's it. The Wind Demon room would be best for that. Well, I kind of need to go down to that B anyway, right? I can get close. Problem is my hive is also pretty much dead. I don't think I can do this. Honestly, guys, really. I don't have enough stamina. Because that means that I've got to go from here to wherever the hell that is. No way, dude. I had a feeling it might heal. Well, I was just going to push it away. Consume this to get the XP, why not? Do 2 damage to it. I kind of wish this did damage to things with flying, you know? Like, regardless. I mean, it would probably be too good at that point in time, but I just feel like that would be super nice. Super good quality of life. Forward to move 2 with that. Deposited. Tell Voice of the 8 to get their own damn special rocks. If only. Oh, I feel like a complete errand boy here. Running around for them. Jeez, it's got me running all over the shop. I guess we'll attack them for 3 and we'll pierce them. Why not? Yeah, we'll pierce them. Okay, 3 damage. And some more loot. Miser is gone. Unfortunately. But I don't think we're winning the scenario anyway, so. Wonder how it's going 4 players. Could one person take each room, or there are too many enemies? So this room would have had an additional. It would have had an ice demon in it. It would have had another. It would have had another earth demon. So the main difference here is ice demon and earth demon in this one. Oh, and one of the earth demons at the front would have been an elite. So 2 extra enemies and an elite. It's quite a lot to handle on your own. That's 5 enemies, 1 elite. It's pretty difficult to handle that amount completely on your own without some kind of, you know, shenanigans, trickery. Yeah, probably 2 per room, yeah. Right. I guess we just try and open that door and just see what's in there and try and deal with as many ice demons as possible. Hive is long resting again. See, this is the thing, I haven't got that many cards. I mean, I've got an okay amount of cards, but they're just not... The problem with Hive is that, like I said, we don't have like any huge big burn cards that can just kind of get you the win out of nowhere or pull ahead at a certain point. It's very much like if you don't, at a certain point it becomes very difficult to play the character. Okay, then we're gonna move 6. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna open the ice door and we're gonna see what's behind the ice door. 47.5.
Having gotten used to the cold nights of Frosthaven, the change in temperature is more severe than you would have hoped. Your lungs feel like your breath is freezing inside them, and ice covers the ground. A high-pitched screech makes you aware of the elemental demons eager to protect their bounty.
Right, so we got loads of stuff in here. Too much to show you guys on screen again. This game, such a table hog. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, you guys aren't even going to be able to see that. I mean, I guess I could get rid of this side now, couldn't I? Realistically. We ain't going back in there. Possibly. It went pretty south considering how well the first room went. I think it's just like, I just took a bit too much damage really. But it's hard to not take damage. I drew a couple of poor misses. And sort of a couple of disappointing misses. But them's the breaks sometimes. Didn't feel like I was necessarily massively unlucky. I don't know. Like, this would be one of those kind of scenarios where I think the second time playing it, all I would know to do is to immediately split the party a lot quicker. Also, I would know, like, I should have started with a different mode up. Yeah, that meant that I wasn't massively useful for the first couple of turns on the Hive when I could have been. Yeah, again. With the Hive, you really need to check the enemy list, because if you saw the enemy list, you'd go, okay, I can get a general feeling of what this scenario is probably doing. Should probably start with that in my mode. Am I playing a higher difficulty? No, I'm just playing regular. I decided to stop playing higher difficulty in Frosthaven. Because it was just, it was ruining my experience of the game. Yeah, I was just, I was getting frustrated and I wasn't having as much fun. So I just stopped. Ooh, we got ice. Is this even possible? I mean, technically anything's possible. But is it likely? No. What are we supposed to put down as ice?
Now that's a lot of damage!
That's a load of damage. At least there's some hazardous terrain already up. That's quite nice. The raw amount of movement in this scenario makes it really unbalanced for two player, in your opinion. Even if there's more enemies, the higher player counts. Well, yeah, this is, like I said, this is one of the scenarios I think that you could point at and say, at two player, it is not particularly well tuned. Mostly just because it has yeah, the same number of things to get. I'm sure that they probably tried like doing, okay, you only need to get 3 at 2 player or something, and then maybe it was too easy. I don't know. They probably tried a few different things to make it. And it could just be that it wasn't possible. You know, it's not possible. And so they may well have just gone, well, this is the best it could get, really. Oh, frosty boys. Yeah, I agree with you there, Smoke. But, you know, like, the thing is that you can't have, like, maybe the scenarios would get all a bit too samey if they were too short and what have you. Like, I get it. We would have a Night Demon in this too if we were playing a higher player count. I still have a little bit of movement, don't I? I did play Eruption. If it's anything within range 5. Guess we just were doing Eruption there, really, don't we? free movement there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, then we're definitely dead, but we kind of resigned ourselves to death anyway, right? We're burning a yeah, we've resigned ourselves to death here anyway. So we may as well just do it. And kind of keep them there for now. Sure. So let's get ourselves 2 XP. First time doing eruption, I think. Maybe the second time. I wish there was a little volcano standee they gave you for it. That would have been so cool. They should have given us a little volcano, like, punch. We'll punch out. Instead I have to just put like a boulder there or something. Like, yeah.
Nice.
All right, yeah, I should take 2 damage. Oh, and then I guess I take 1 damage from this. So I guess I burn a card and I stay on 1 health. I mean, I guess I probably had some more stuff to do. Maybe that's a little bit risky here. Because granted, if you die, you just drop the core where you are. So I could have, like, played sensibly here, maybe. Heatwave should definitely be in my hand by now, right? Well, I should go to my discard now. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll be on 1 health. I'd have to burn a card for the damage from flowing fire anyway. Yeah, whatever. I think the scenario is pretty much over. Like, there's probably a route where I could maybe get quite close to winning. But I don't have that many cards. And I have 1... I have 1 move 4 and 1 move 2, move 2. And everything else is move 2. That's it. On my hive. Yeah, probably not the best. And now I have to get rid of another card. Yep. 6. I guess I short rest actually, because then I get rid of this and then I've got these cards in my hand, so I should at least short rest. Now I can burn a couple of cards to damage, I guess, at least. Burn 1. Burn the other. Dead. Pyro is dead. Here we come. Exhausted. Yeah, I think like planning to do this again. Did we open the right rooms? I mean, you could say that flame demons are actually very easy for us to deal with, so you could say that we probably did pick the right rooms. Actually, maybe the sun demons were a little bit tricky. Maybe we should have gone for wind. Maybe we should have gone fire, wind, and then maybe dark. I feel like maybe light was a little bit of a mistake because we're okay against light sun demons, but we're not super good against them. Whereas we were really good against wind demons, so we should have just gone to the wind demon room probably. Am I still going to return to the town to level up? Yeah, it might make this scenario a little bit easier, huh? Or are we going to creep the? Are we going to creep the scenario level up? I could scenario level up anyway. Prioritize non-flying demons except flame for pyro. Yeah. Like low health, high shield works really well. So that's fire and wind. And then you're right, like the slow lumbering ones that will have to walk all over the hazardous terrain, or we could at least push into the hazardous terrain a bunch. They'll also suffer. So maybe we should go fire, wind, ice. Earth actually had a really nice setup. Being able to like igneous path this bit was really good. This little bit here. Really good. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it now because it's also getting a little bit late and want to try and get some sleep tonight. So I think we'll just admit defeat. Because you know we could maybe earn a little bit of XP, but we're going to level up anyway, so it's no biggie. Yeah, let's go back to Frosthaven. If I go back to Frosthaven, I have to do a whole outpost phase. Do I really want to do an outpost phase? God. Not really. No, not really. I think we'll do a restart scenario. So lose resources, but we keep everything else, right? Yeah, and then we'll just nail it next time. I think so. I think so. We gained our gold though, right? Yeah, we did. Good. It's sad now. It's too late. I probably should start these streams a little bit earlier. I've been thinking about it. They've been going too late recently. Like it just kills me. Absolutely kills me. Either that or I just need to play much faster. But after a full day at work and then trying to sort of do all of this, I need a little bit longer. Needs to be a little bit longer to let my brain fire. Yeah, so I think what we'll do then is we'll call that one a loss, but I think we know what we did wrong, and I don't think it was like a massive monumental loss. Like, I'm pretty happy with the way that we performed actually in this scenario, to be honest. It's just more of a stamina thing, and once you know that there's you kind of get the sense of, okay, stamina's super important here, and you now know that in the first couple of rounds I'll have to be pretty cutthroat with what I'm doing. I'll have to be really fast with what I'm doing, and I'll have to have a couple of sort of really good turns lined up where I know, open the door, do this, get out, sort of thing. But now we know the layout's a little bit more. I think that we'll probably nail it next time. You just mean because of the loss? Tier 5, maybe we'll have to drop a non-moving summon in the starting room, then rush chest, and then use reassemble to go out to the room. That's a great idea, yeah? Yeah, super smart. There's no point in doing them if it's painful to do what you. This wasn't painful. This was like pretty enjoyable scenario, I thought. Like, I think it's kind of all right. It's a little bit frustrating from a two-player perspective in a sense because it's a stamina-based one, and we would be nice if we had some buddies to lighten the load and be able to go and get them for us. But I don't feel like it's not possible a two-player or anything like that. But we just need to be a little bit more cutthroat with our actions. That's all. And quite honestly, maybe we do just open a bunch of doors and then just let them all come into the main room, right? Kind of like what Berna was saying. I could put like a turret down here. And then we could be like, okay, open this door and this door. And then just let them kind of just wander in. Chuck a bunch of like hazardous terrain around. Make it really awkward for them. Just play tower defense for a little while. And then hopefully they'll get whittled down enough. So then we can just go, we'll focus on these two rooms. Let the turrets deal with these. And then we'll go get them and then we'll get out, right? That kind of thing. That could work. Could be an interesting angle to try and attack the scenario. Oh yeah, no, Dan, definitely. No, definitely it will give us something to teleport to, absolutely. But there's also no harm in it actually helping, right? Because we know how slow these guys are, the Earth Demons, and they will only move one. So they might move up to like 3 at certain times, but not very much. So we can probably comfortably chuck a turret down and open a door and just kind of run away and let a turret kind of hopefully whittle down a few targets. Just a little bit. Especially if we've put some hazardous terrain tile while we do it as well. If we can do a little bit of that. I think it can do both. We can do double duty, right? How much can we get out of it? But certainly like in terms of just as a little sneaky go get it. Do we have like a top loot action on Hive? Because that would be the logical step. Would be to a top loot. No top loot. If we had a top loot, it would be really super easy to do. Because then all you would do is you would just go like, oh, actually no, you don't want a top loot. You want a top move is what you want. Do you have a top move anywhere? I don't think we do. No, they're all teleports. Or transfers, I should say. Sorry. But no, I mean, I quite like that scenario. I think it's fine. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, it's a long one. It's a super long one, but you know, sometimes you get them. It's just annoying in 2-player. Yeah, a little bit. But it's not as frustrating in 2-player as some of the other ones I've played, I think. In a sense that, like, it's frustrating in 2-player when I have, like, a bad team. Like, I actually feel like my team's pretty good for this. I have quite a versatile team, so like, the enemies shouldn't be that much of an issue for me if I manage them well enough. So I feel like my actual mercenaries are good placed for this scenario. But yeah, the actual scenario conditions are a little bit frustrating. But yeah, I don't think it's quite as bad as others I've done. Or at least maybe I'm not. It's not annoying me, at least. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's sprawling, and it means that I can't, like, set everything up nicely for you guys to be able to see everything. I'll probably put the camera even higher on Wednesday when we replay this. I'm almost at the max. I've got a little bit left before I'm in the attic. But yeah, in general though, like, don't mind it. Don't mind this scenario. It reminds me a lot of oh, what's that scenario? There's a scenario in Gloomhaven, and it reminds me a lot of that because it's a very similar style, where you have to go and you have to open doors and destroy altars in each room, and it's like elemental altars. It's one of the ones you have to do to complete the campaign. God, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you have to destroy an altar in each room. And they're all elemental altars, and you sort of choose the order you can unlock the doors in. Reminds me a bunch of that particular one. Which I actually, you know, that particular scenario I don't mind, because once you get the ordering down, excuse me, and you know what you're doing, then it can work really well. You just need to know, like, the ordering. Once you have the ordering down, you're all good. Sweet. Well, I won't tidy up too much because I will just be doing this again probably on Wednesday. So we'll just reset it to that. There we go. Cool. Well then, I think that will wrap today's session. So yeah, I mean, I feel this is an okay scenario. We'll play this scenario on Wednesday. We'll give it one more crack. I'm kind of a fan of just giving each scenario, like, if we fail it, like, 2 cracks, and if we fail it on the next attempt, then potentially we'll just kind of, like, fudge it that we passed it. But we'll see. I'm fairly confident that we can do it on a second attempt. I just don't particularly like losing 2 scenarios in a row, especially considering that it's a retirement mission, so it's one that's kind of, like, required to get done as well.
I think still, yeah.
Oh,
Scout
that's the blessing from Cam.
Yeah.
That's the blessing from.
Isaac, at this point, can we get your approval to add an additional attack modifier deck for allies in the digital version?